What's up, Goober?
What's up, Goober?
What the fuck? What, are you gonna cry?
Just tired.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Ah,
I'm all jacked up from popcorn and Slurpees.
I know, we went and saw an advanced screening of The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, and it was so fun.
It was fun.
So good.
I can't wait for your movie film reviewer guy to have hated it.
I know. We'll see. Well, he gave Abigail like a B. That's like his best thing he ever did.
That's pretty good.
I know.
Just in case nobody knows.
What? Don't say his name.
No, I was going to say, just in case anybody doesn't know, or knows, they did a reboot, relaunch based on an old 80s television show called The Fall Guy. That's the movie we're talking about.
Yeah, but it doesn't really, I mean, I never watched that fucking show, but it's not really, it's like its own thing, isn't it?
The thing, yeah, it is its own thing for sure. Like, they're just using the kind of, there was a TV show called this, now we're going to make a movie called this, and they're both about stuntmen.
Yeah, they came on before the movie and played this little video with Ryan Gosling and the director saying, like, this is a love letter to stuntmen and letting them get their love from the movie community.
Yeah, the original one was the conceit for the television show was like a stunt guy who then gets involved in murder mysteries, and because he's a stuntman, like, can do crazy things.
Oh, that was kind of like this movie.
Yeah, it's kind of like this movie.
I guess it was this movie. But it's so fun. Ryan Gosling was so funny and silly and cute, like he always is. And there's so much action and explosions.
Lots of explosions, lots of genuinely funny giggles and laughs in it.
Yeah, it was really funny. Toda's loudly drinking water right now. What else? There's a dog in it.
There's a great dog in it, a stunt dog.
A stunt dog. But yeah, there were so many. It like ramps up, and then by the end, it's like the stunts are going absolutely ham. Like they were doing some, and I'm like, I know this movie is about showing off stunts, but I have no fucking idea how they're doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
It was so impressive. It was crazy. I don't like see that many action movies are like, and then they like mixed in sci-fi too, which was cute.
Kinda.
Yeah.
And if you stay like, it's one of those films too, I feel like this is a throwback to kind of 70s and 80s movies too, because during the credits, they're doing a split screen and they're showing you how the stunts were actually done.
Yeah, that was sweet. I loved it.
I could never be a stuntman because, like, I sometimes will accidentally slip and almost fall down a single stair.
Yeah.
And then I have to lay down for a while.
Well, yeah, same. I know there were so many times in this movie where Ryan Gosling landed and he's like, oh, ugh, and it like takes him a second to get up, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. And they just do that all the time.
Yeah, he was making sounds when he would hit the ground dropping 4 stories. The same sound I make when I slightly roll off the couch to crawl on my hands and knees to grab the remote control.
I've been telling you for years to do stretches every day and you don't do them.
I do stretches at night.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta do them in the morning or you'll pull all your shit during the day.
I stretch at night so that when I'm fighting all the horrible villains and monsters in my dreams, I can do it. I'm physically fit.
Well, you should do both, morning and night then. Morning, I feel like it's more important. This has been Stretch Talk with What's Up Weirdo podcast.
Stretch and health tips. Oh my God, health tips from us? Get out of here.
I'm falling apart slowly. I'm having a cocktail right now for the first time since I started my new meds, and I don't think you're supposed to drink on Wellbutrin, so we're just going to see if I fucking die right now.
And we're going to see what happens.
It tastes great, though.
I am on a totally normal sleep schedule, and I hate it.
I'm on kind of a normal one, too. I've been going to bed at like 2 and waking up at like 10:30.
Oh, ever since my dad's been here, I'm asleep by like 11:30, and I'm up at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's fucked up.
I'm telling you, it feels horrible.
Well, the thing that started mine, because I told you guys on here last time that I had jury duty, and then I had to be there. I had to be there at 8:30 in the morning, and it's kind of far. So I woke up at fucking 7, and I went. And I didn't get called for jury duty, thank Christ, because the case was absolutely gnarly. And I won't tell you guys what it is, but they definitely told us what it was. And it was shocking. It was shocking. I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't. And it would ruin all of your fucking days in a heartbeat. So I'm not going to tell you, but the guy, whoever The defendant was sitting there and you see them and they see you, and then you hear all this horrible shit that they did, and it's so awkward. So anyway, they made all the people go up in the jury box and answer all a million questions, and I didn't even have to go in the box, and I got let go. I was still there for like 4 hours, but I didn't have to answer any questions. But everybody was such a normie and everybody's answers were so normal, and I was gonna fucking explode the whole room.
But you didn't have to sit there all day.
No, I didn't. It was like a half day. By the time they let us out of that room, it was about 12:30, and they're like, "Okay, go back to the jury room." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know how this works. Just because I didn't get called for that one, maybe I'll get called for another one. Like, are they going to throw me in a different room?" But then they're like, "No, your jury duty's over." I'm like, "Fuck yes."
Have you ever seen that jury duty meme where it's like, hey, random citizen, we need you to take the whole day off of whatever you were normally going to do to help solve a crime, and we're going to pay you $15.
I know, like $12. I know. It has gone up a little bit though, because I remember when the lady was talking to the room, she was like, "Okay, you get such and such for half a day and such for a full day." I'm like, "I think that's more than it used to be, but it's still not enough."
And you might get like a bottle of water and some sandwiches.
I don't even think they give you anything. They told us there were snack machines and they told us there was like a cafeteria, but they didn't say nothing about free. I didn't get anything.
I don't think I got anything either but I didn't get called either.
Yeah, that was really a relief. Oh, but anyway, the point was that I had to get up so early that since that day, my sleep schedule is way more normal because I was on like a go to bed at 6 in the morning, wake up at 2, and now it's like 2 or 3 to like 10 or 11.
Good work, buddy.
I know. I like that better in the summer so you don't miss the whole fucking nice sunny afternoon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That what I just said about getting a sandwich reminded me when I used to go to this 24-hour diner that me and my friends used to hang out at.
Mhm.
If you were there at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I think it was around 6, a police officer would come in and you could tell how many people they had arrested the night before because breakfast in the Royal Oak Jail, they got it from this 24-hour diner.
Oh.
So they would order like, we need 12 hamburgers and 12 fries.
Hamburgs.
Hamburglers. We have 12 hamburglers in the jail. And they need hamburgers now.
Oh my God. Oh boy. That's funny. I forgot to tell you another funny thing that happened. I had to go to the doctor early this week too for like a physical and to like see how my meds are doing. And I get real queasy with blood draws. I hate it. I don't like to feel it. I don't like to look at it. So Katie had sent me a Marco Polo earlier in the day and I hadn't finished it. And she was telling me literally like a few, because she's going to be, I think they already taped it, but she's going to be on an upcoming episode of Bigfoot Collectors Club podcast. So she was telling me her experiences and her in-depth stories about fucking Bigfoots. And then I'm getting my blood drawn and I go, I'm going to listen to my friend's video so I don't pass out. And she's like, okay. And I go, she's talking about Bigfoots. Don't be alarmed. Oh, I said that to a real nurse. She was like, she literally didn't talk at all after that. She was like, let me get this girl's blood and get the fuck out of this room.
That's funny because on the opposite end of that spectrum, whatever it was 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, whatever it was when we had the first consult with my dad's surgeon to get his skin removal surgery done, I was talking to the surgeon and he goes, so what do you do for a living? And I go, I talk about ghosts and monsters and UFOs and I travel around and have lectures like that. And he was like, oh my God, I love ghosts so much. You're going to have to tell. And then I had ended up like having to tell ghost stories to all of the nurses. And every time I saw him, like even the day of my dad's operation, he walked into the room and he was like, hello, Mr. Tenney. And then he looked at me and he's like, what's up, ghost hunter?
Oh my God. He's like, it's the ghost guy again.
It's the ghost guy.
The dermatologist I go to, I recommend, or I referred my friend to too. And then she went and she's like, they love you there. They said you talk about haunted places and ghosts and shit. I'm like, yep.
Yep.
We're just entertaining medical staffs at numerous different buildings.
When my dad was getting like his after surgery consult, I'm in the room with my dad and my sister, and the doctor comes in and he's like, oh, hey, Mr. Tenney. Oh, wait a minute. And he like left and came back. He got another surgeon and brought the surgeon into the room to meet me.
Oh my God.
It was very weird.
I love it. Well, that's probably why your dad's surgery went so good. They were really trying to impress you, or they were like, we can't let him go on the table and then he'll be a ghost and then he'll have to tell us a ghost story about his own dad.
Whatever, listen, whatever works. Whatever made the surgery go as well as it went.
It's true. Good job.
And my father's on the uptick. He's getting ready to go home.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to come back in like a week and get stitches taken out and then done.
You did it. You both did it.
We both did it.
And you didn't kill each other.
And we didn't. We've been actually getting along fairly well. He did pester me into buying a 65-inch television set.
I know. I'm like really annoyed that you beat me to that because you always have like a dinky thing and you don't like update stuff that often and you don't care and you don't like to buy new stuff. Neither do I, but still, I have a 55 right now and you're like, I got a 65 and now I feel like I want a 65 too.
See? And my dad said that he has to now buy a 70 because there's no way that his son can have a bigger TV than him.
Well, fine. Your dad can be first and me and you will be tied.
My dad cannot let me be one up on him.
Whatever. Well, in better news, you went to a spiritualist book fair.
I did, and it was the saddest spiritualist book fair I ever went to. I went to the Royal Oak Spiritualist Church, which I think was founded in the 30s, maybe even the late 20s.
Dang.
One of the first spiritualist churches recognized in the United States. And I walked in, they had a little convention going on. I walked in, I paid my $5, got a raffle ticket, and then I walked past the 5 people doing psychic readings and the aura camera, and then I went in the basement and looked at their used books. There were 12 of them. A lot of them were Joel Osteen books.
Like,
and then I got my aura picture taken and left.
well, did they have snacks?
You could buy food, yeah. And then one of the ladies in the kitchen recognized me from a paranormal show and got super excited, and I had to give them in my information because they want me to speak there.
Well, it'll be a real electric day for them since they're only used to having like 3 people there.
Yeah. And they told me, are you a member of a spiritualist church? And I said, no. And they said, would you like to be a member of our spiritualist church? And I said, I don't know. And they said, you can't belong to any other religion. It was a weird sell.
That is a weird sell.
But Royal Oak is one of those places, I think I've talked about this before. I do not know what it is about Royal Oak because we have the Royal Oak Spiritualist Church. A mile away from that is the Theosophical Society. A mile away from that is Eckankar, which is another like metaphysical society. And then over by my house, you have the Aetherius Society, which is a UFO church.
Nice.
Like all in Royal Oak, all within probably 2 miles of each other. We're just full of wackadoos. Not that believing in any of that stuff makes you a wackadoo.
You're a wackadoo. I said on the last episode I was going to hang out with my ex and that whole story. And then the update is I didn't do it. Spoiler alert, I didn't go. It was funny too because somebody commented, I think on Twitter, they were like, oh, I can't wait to hear about your hangout. And I just commented back, don't get too excited. First of all, I don't know what the universe is trying to do to me, but something is trying to tell me not to do it. I think because like 2 days after that happened, I got like the top. I still don't know what the fuck it was, but the top of my eyelid like flipped out. It wasn't like a sty, but it looked like it was starting to be. And I'm like, well, this is not good. And if this is happening, I'm not fucking going because I can't put makeup on it. So then when I went to the doctor, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. And then she goes, don't put makeup on for a week. And I'm like, well, I'm not fucking going now because I'm not going to see my ex with no fucking makeup on. Nope, not going. So then shortly after that, I literally threw my back out for the first time in my entire life. And I haven't been able to move for like the past 6 days. I finally today was like, it still fucking hurts, but at least I can move. But
I have a question.
What?
How long did you date your ex?
4 years.
In that 4 years, did your ex ever see you without makeup?
Yes, but very rarely. Okay, I'm not going to go to a bar. You don't know. That's not how you, regardless, that's not how I want to show up to see somebody I know. No, nobody would want that situation. Sorry. No. And it's not like I wear natural makeup. I can't, no. Like somebody who wears as much as I do and wears like whatever vibe I have. No, you don't just go with a clean fucking face to the bar to see an ex.
Someone with your face doesn't show up with your face.
It needs help. It needs help, and I'm not going without the help. So, oh, I forgot a part because I told my dad my back was out, and he goes, "Here's what you do: you do 2 shots, and then you vacuum." I'm like, okay. He's like, when I throw my back out, if I vacuum, he's like, I get a lot of relief. I'm like, okay, Dad. I did not vacuum.
Shocking.
I know, didn't do the shots either, but I did mow the lawn yesterday, and I think that set me back a couple days. But I had to because I that was my first mow of the year. How many times have you mowed already?
Twice?
Yeah, that was my first one. It was like fucking up to the knees back there, and Toad couldn't even do anything, so I had to do it yesterday. And now my back hurts again. So anyway, my body keeps rejecting the idea of me leaving my house. Which who am I to argue? I hate leaving my house, so I'll just stay here forever.
Good work, buddy.
So here's the rest of it: is I have literally zero time to hang out this month because he can only hang out on the weekends because he works fucking 9 to 5, and I no more than that, I don't know. That was another issue in our relationship, is he fucking works too much. But anyway, so the only day basically that he can hang out is Saturdays, and I'm literally busy until June. So I told him I can't hang out until June. I'm the worst person.
This sounds like it's going perfectly.
I know. So you guys just don't expect a update anytime soon. Maybe there'll be one eventually, just not right now.
You know what's really funny to me? I don't even think about this, and I feel bad about it, but I don't. But it's such a weird situation. I went to a friend of mine's 50th birthday party, and I showed up, and I haven't seen that group of friends in probably 15 years. So I showed up and I was very happy to see everyone. And I was doing that thing where it's like, oh, hey, hug. Oh, hey, hug. Like just through the line of like a dozen people. And it's all happening real rapid fire. And like when I got done, I was like, ooh, one of those was my ex. And we didn't end very great.
Oh, you just threw the casual friend hug?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
It was weird because I didn't even realize I was doing it as I was doing it.
Okay, but I think it would have been more awkward if you skipped them.
Yeah, for sure. But also, like, I was happy to see a bunch of people I hadn't seen in 15 years and wasn't even thinking about, like, the 4 months we dated 15 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I was cutting back. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. We're not going to tell you what it is. But in the Fall Guy, there is a thing that happens that we have literally talked about on here very recently that we like speculated about, and they do a thing about it in the Fall Guy. So wait till you guys see it. I hope you know what we're talking about. I think you will know what we're talking about. So now you have to go see it.
You're not going to be more kind of specific than that?
No, because you can't, because it leads into the story, and like why? No, you can't.
All right.
They'll know. They'll know. Our listeners are smart.
Well, if you're a moldy oldie like me, then please, if you go and see the Fall Guy, then please stay for the after credits scene because that made the whole movie for me.
Yeah, that movie is like there's no doubt in my mind that there was going to be a post credit scene in that movie. Like that movie is made for those.
You know what's crazy too? Because when they were doing the credit split screen with all of the stunts being done, like nobody left the theater.
I know.
Like people actually stayed to watch that stuff.
Yeah, it was exciting.
It was pretty exciting. And we sat next to my friends Bill and Barry, who like I randomly see them every now and then because they run estate sales. But like one of my favorite couples throughout my entire life. I met them 31 years ago. And we walked in, it was like, oh, there's Bill and Barry, like just still going to silly romantic comedy action movies together.
I thought that was them.
Yeah.
Right before this, I was like eating Taco Bell because that's all I do. And I put on YouTube, and they had on a live red carpet feed from the premiere, like the premiere of Fall Guy is tonight, like the LA premiere. And fucking Ryan Gosling got out of the limo in that SNL skit that happened recently where he and that other guy played Beavis and Butthead with that crazy hair and makeup on. He got out of the limo with that makeup on.
Oh my God.
Him and the other guy got out, and they were taking
gracious.
pictures with the crowd at his big premiere of his big action movie, and he came out as Beavis and Butthead. What a psycho.
Psychopath.
It was sweet though.
Have you seen all the pictures of people saying that he got plastic surgery?
Yeah, he definitely got fillers for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I think his are wearing off, or maybe he's laying off, or I don't fucking know. Maybe he'll get them dissolved. But Eva Mendes, his wife, got stuff done too, and she looks different. It's upsetting because she's very beautiful, but they need to find a new doctor. He's so cute. And regardless, people are speculating that like when he was supposedly up for the role of Ken, people were saying that he was too old and then he got fillers and fucked up his own face. So that's people's fault.
I mean, if Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes need a new plastic surgeon, they should talk to me. I can suggest the guy who did my dad's surgery.
Oh my God. I thought you were going to say if people that look like that think that they need help, then the whole world is fucking fucked.
Well, that too. That's a given, I think.
Yeah, because they're two of the most beautiful people ever. But can I tell you something you're going to be really excited about?
Oh, no.
No, it's good. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I watched The Guest.
You did. You finally watched it.
I was waiting for your reaction so bad.
Oh my goodness gracious. All right, tell me what you think. Tell me what you hated it.
No, it was good. Obviously it was good.
It is good, isn't it?
It's good. He's a fucking psycho in that.
I knew you would like that psychopath aspect of it.
I know. Just to reiterate, I think we've said it on here before, but just to reiterate, my movie girl crush right now lately is Catherine Newton, and Tenney's guy crush is Dan Stevens. So I had to watch The Guest because I've never seen it, and it was good. It was really good.
And he's really handsome in that film.
He's really that. I feel like at no point before or after was he ever that hot. He was hot. He was that hot for 10 minutes, and they captured it on film, and then it was over. No offense, no offense, Dan Stevens. But no, he's like peak of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like the attitude. The attitude of the bad boy thing always makes people more hot. Obviously.
I'm glad you liked it.
I know I did like it. And I read something too that, okay, the guys that made The Guest, Adam Wingard and Simon Barrett,
Yep.
and they made other good stuff. You're Next and VHS. Okay, so Dan Stevens' character's name in Abigail is Adam Barrett. Their names smashed together.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
I know, I thought that was so cute.
I like when people do stuff like that.
I know, I like secrets. But also, the soundtrack of The Guest was the shit.
It's pretty good.
I know, that movie was fun as fuck.
I think I saw an interview with Adam Weingart, and he said like it was really heavy influenced, but it does have moments where it feels like a John Carpenter film.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I didn't know where it was going. I'm like, what is this? I didn't guess what was happening. I just like let it happen.
Yeah.
That was good. And I like Micah Monroe. She's in other good stuff too, for sure. She's another like low-key scream queen that's like in really good stuff. And then another thing Dan Stevens related that came out this week that made me really happy, it was like both of our worlds smashed together. News broke that Al Pacino and Dan Stevens are going to be in a exorcism movie, right? It's called The Ritual, and it follows two priests, one questioning his faith, who put aside their differences to help a possessed young woman. That sounds fucking crazy. Like I can't picture those two together. I don't even know. It kind of sounds like a disaster, but I'm going to watch it.
I saw a picture of Al Pacino recently, and I know he's old. He just didn't even seem like Al Pacino.
Well, they better reanimate him or something if he's got this movie. I don't know. I don't know. And there's another Russell Crowe exorcism movie coming out.
There is another Russell Crowe exorcism movie, Jiminy Christmas.
And allegedly it doesn't have anything to do with that other one, even though they're marketing it and it looks like it is, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it's completely different. Did you see The Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe?
Yeah, when I had my surgery in September, when Katie came here, I couldn't get out of bed for the first 2 days, and then the third day I finally get out of bed and we watched that. I'm like, why the fuck did I get out of bed for this? That movie is so bad.
It is not good. It was not for me.
All we ever bring up is how often Russell Crowe rides around on Vespas in that movie, just the whole movie. Just ominous Vespa scenes.
I think it's funny as actors get older, as they figure out ways that they don't have to move in films.
Yeah.
Have them ride a Vespa. Meanwhile, Tom Cruise like hanging off a plane.
I know, that's what I was thinking when they were playing like the theme of Fall Guy was supposed to be stuntmen, and I'm like, what if they just have like a Tom Cruise cameo in here just because he does all the crazy stunts, but they didn't do it. But that would have been crazy.
Yeah, I've watched all the Mission Impossible films this past week.
Oh boy.
Because my dad likes historical dramas.
He doesn't know you could say all that shit really happened. He doesn't fucking. I watched another fucked up horror movie this week called The Coffee Table. People are saying it's very upsetting. I watched it. It wasn't that upsetting for me, but it would be upsetting for some people. And the problem is it was good and people are going to watch it, but I can't talk about it. I don't know. Like something very upsetting happens in it. And basically, you're watching this person deal with the upsetting thing the whole movie. So you're like on edge, but I can't say what it is. But it was good.
Your movie reviews crack me up.
They're getting worse.
They're getting worse.
Well, okay, firstly, on Twitter lately, so many people are ruining movies, and I don't give a fuck how old it is, but also people are ruining movies that came out one day ago. Like,
Yep.
don't you feel bad about that? That's fucking hideous. So I'm purposely go out of my way to not ruin shit. And like, there's basically only one plot point in this movie, and I literally can't say what it is,
Right.
But it's not for the faint of heart, but it was good. It's in Spanish.
And then you watched a tennis movie.
Well, I did. I watched Challengers with Zendaya, and it's people were saying the movie is very horny, and I can confirm that it is very horny. But it has a really good soundtrack. Oh, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross did the soundtrack, and like the tennis parts are like really fast paced, and they do this crazy techno, and there's a lot of like love triangle-y stuff going on, and it was really good. Challengers, yes.
Well, I'll have to tell my father because he loves Zendaya in the Dune historical films.
I do not listen. If you ever take advice from me, I do not think you should watch Challengers with your dad.
Oh, I won't watch it with him. He will watch it by himself.
Oh, okay. I don't know how he'll feel about that one, but definitely don't watch it together.
No.
Trust me on that one. And then I watched Infested, which is it's a spider movie on Shudder. It's in French, and it fucking ruined my life for about 9 days. Listen, they're so realistic and it's so scary. And I don't like spiders, but I'm glad I watched it. It's really good. But I'm telling you, literally everything I did for the next week, everything I picked up, I don't care if it was a juice bottle, if it was a candle, I thought spiders were gonna run out. Every day I'm like, it was bad. So it'll fuck you up, but it's really good. I put it on my best horror of the year so far. So I thought it was really good.
I found a hidden spider last week.
A hidden spider?
Yeah, I have a real big coffee thermos.
Oh God.
I never use it for anything. And so I was going to like fill it up so that when my dad and I drive around, he could have something to drink. So I found it way back in the shelf where I've never at it. Like I never use it. And I pulled it out and I took the top of the cap lid off.
Come on.
And there was a spider up inside the threads, had built like a whole little nest inside there.
Listen, if that happened to me after I watched this movie, I would leave my house. I swear. I paused the movie while I was watching it and I went in the bathroom and there was the tiniest spider on the ceiling and I was like, nope, this is how it starts. Over. The movie is so scary. It's really good. I don't know how they made him look so real, but it's really good. So that's on Shudder right now. And then the last thing I watched is Baby Reindeer, which I don't know if you've seen it or going around. It's been on everything.
I haven't. Is that where an elf wants to be a dentist?
No. It's not Rudolph.
I want to fix teeth. I don't want to make toys. I want to go ho ho hee hee ha ha.
No, it's this Netflix limited series. It's got like 8 episodes or 7 or something, but it's like a true story of this comedian guy, this English comedian who had a stalker and it gets out of control and fucking crazy. But the craziest part is the guy wrote this obviously because it's his life, but the lead actor in the series is him. Like he's playing himself and he's so good. And I know that sounds weird because you're playing yourself, but bro, he doesn't have any, like he's such a good actor and like it's traumatic and it's crazy to think that he got through acting this and like talking about it. It's so good. A lot of people are saying like it's one of the best series they've ever watched and they're already like putting it up for like Emmy buzz and I watched it all in one sitting, literally. I didn't move. I watched all. Well, it's like half-hour episodes. So you can watch the whole series of like 7 or 8 episodes in about 3.5 hours.
Interesting.
It's so good. I think you would like it.
Maybe I'll give it a shot.
I didn't know till after that was the guy. I thought it was an actor playing the guy. So I wanted people to know that for sure. Like, pay attention because like you're not going to believe that this is the fucking guy.
When we were pitching years ago to do my podcast Realm of the Weird as a TV show, I was going to play me in like half of the episodes. I mean, in half of the episodes. So like we were going to have an actor to play me when I was like in my 20s and 30s.
Oh, that's cute.
And then when it's revisiting the case, it's me.
Like if it was Twilight Zone and you were Rod Serling, but then you were also the guy.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah, that's cute.
And no one was interested.
Well, nobody makes anything anymore. People can't even, you see it on Twitter every day, like big ass people like movie stars, and they can't get their shit made.
Yeah.
Everything's a mess.
Everything's a mess. Hooray!
Well, honestly, I know, but I feel like there's been such like so many shows and movies lately that I've like loved. I'm trying to think of like the last one that I was like, oh, that was a waste of my time. Like everything I've watched lately has been so fucking good.
I told you when we were walking out of the theater of The Fall Guy, I said, let people make their weird shit.
Exactly. And another thing too, I felt really lucky. I forget sometimes how much like obviously we get to do fun shit all the time, which is I feel very lucky about that. But sometimes you like get kind of used to it. But then today I was like, I never would have went out of my way to see that movie in the theater. And I'm like, I'm so glad we went because it was way better in the theater. But I forget sometimes that we're very lucky.
We are very lucky.
I know. I like those screenings. And they quite honestly, whatever's going on in my brain all the time, you do it. You're besides the movies, if it wasn't for you in the movies, I would never leave my house. So at least it like makes me rejoin society for like 5 seconds when we go to the screenings.
Thanks, WooPod podcast.
Thanks, WooPod. Thanks me being annoying.
You're not annoying, you're just a persistent introvert.
Yeah. But I'm real good at networking from my house. That's how we get perks.
Yeah, as long as you don't have to actually interact with anyone on a human level.
Yeah, I can type all day.
You're great.
Yeah, don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, if you have to like look someone in the eyes and be in front of them, it's not going to work.
And if I can't bring my dog, double nope.
Yep.
Not happening. Can I tell you another thing that happened last week on the podcast and multiple times? I did the Enfield voice at the end and went, boy, 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 whatever we said. We probably both did it. Somebody fucking DM'd us and was like, there's a fucking demon at the end of your. They're like, I don't know if you guys heard it on your end. Something happens at the end of your episode. I hope that was intentional, but I don't know if it was. And I'm like, listen, that is the Enfield poltergeist voice. I'm like, it's not real. They're like, I hope it's a bit that you do. I'm like, yeah, it's a bit.
There's so much stuff like that where like people are so focused on looking. Like there was a UFO video this week on Twitter, and the video was taken during a hailstorm, and somebody was like, is this a UFO in the background? Look back by that tree. And I'm watching literally like all of the trees in the foreground and all of the trees in the background. I'm watching their branches and leaves come off because it's a fucking hailstorm.
Yeah, that could be just the garbage.
Yeah, I'm like, no, that's not it. Stop looking everywhere.
Yeah. I know. That's how everybody in their haunted objects that they get from the store. Like, oh, you find a haunted object every day? Well, wow, you must be the luckiest person in the whole fucking world to just everything you touch is haunted. No. You're trying too hard to see things.
I told you before, if it works all the time, it's not working.
Exactly.
Cars that are built to work all the time don't work all the time.
Nope, they do not. Toad has been staring at me this entire time. Usually he sleeps, but he's literally just locked eyes with me this whole fucking podcast.
That's because he loves his mama.
He does love me.
And you don't even have to have makeup on around him.
I know. I do have a tiny bit on right now, but I'm going to wash it right off after this because I don't want my eyeball to get red again.
Well, you had to go to the movies, so obviously you had to wear some makeup.
I know, just a tiny bit.
And you pre-ordered your popcorn and Coke, so you had to have even less contact with the person at the movie counter.
No, soon it's just like there'll be like a weird like can't even like when you go in the airport and there's that like little street that's what am I saying?
The moving walkway?
Yeah, thank you. So then you'll go out of your house on that and you'll go beep bop boop to wherever you're going, and then you won't talk to anybody, and then you'll push buttons and then you'll go back to your house. The future.
What's going to happen is you're just going to hologram project yourself to places.
Oh, I wish I could.
You'll have a completely done hair makeup avatar, like photorealistic you.
Yeah.
That you can just press the button and say like, send this message to someone, and then it'll be a full hologram of you.
Yeah, I wish I could go to the movies and not have to go. That's why we want bigger TVs. That's why I want a huge ass TV so I can feel like I'm at the movies. And
I don't know what to do with this fucking television set. It's too big.
It's not too big.
It's too big.
You have to get used to it.
Am I supposed to get used to a 65-inch television set or looking at a fucking 3-inch screen on my phone?
I don't fucking know. You're never on your phone, so get used to the big one.
Just want to look at the outside.
You're the one who nobody made you buy it.
Oh, no, my dad made me buy it.
You could have told him, you could have literally brought your own TV outside and then brought it right back in, and he would have been like, oh, weird.
Not at all true. A week and a half of going, I can't read the subtitles.
You can make, listen, y'all just don't know about settings. You can make your subtitles on your TV fucking huge.
Oh, I know.
What, he can't see the ones that are the size of a fucking Coke can?
No, because then you can't see the picture.
Y'all deserve each other. I can't.
This is, listen, one thing leading to the next thing that leads to the next thing has been the whole time he's here.
Good grief.
Can you order me a hamburger? Yes, I get him a hamburger. He eats the hamburger. Now he's got a stomachache because he ate a hamburger. Why did I eat that hamburger? We should have had something else for dinner. You wanted the hamburger. You didn't have to get me what I wanted. That's the conversations that go on here for a week and a half.
Those would be the conversations that both of us were stuck in if we were married, and thank Christ we're not.
Yay!
Applause. No whammies, no marriages, dogs only. Okay, I think that's everything.
I don't think so. You have a big secret to tell us.
I do?
No, I just wanted to see if you did.
Oh, wait, no, I do have one more thing. Well, I wanted to, I know I do, I swear. We picked our winner for Win-A-Date contest with us, even though we're not doing it yet because they couldn't come here when we thought that we were going to have it, which is a good thing they didn't come because I'm like, cool, my back is dead and I can't even move, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But anyway, the point was, I wanted to tell you because I don't think I told you yet, but our first Win-A-Date winner last year, and then our new winner, and I'm not going to dox them, but they're both from the same state and their daughters both have the same name.
Weird.
Isn't that so weird?
That's strange.
So weird. Ollie can't get over it, but that's cute.
Is that cute?
Is that cute? Is that cute? Oh, Tony just moved his ears real big. Is that cute? Toadster.
All right, that's it.
Twinkies.
Nope, that's it.
So I figured out that we could probably do one more episode before we go to Penhurst Paracon, and then it might be a little bit after that one because we have to do the things.
Yes.
So, but I think we can squeeze in one more before that.
Yes, we can.
Yes. Okay. Well, I feel like you have trips too, and I can't do this by myself.
Yeah, you can. Get a guest like I did twice.
Whatever. Maybe I will.
Yeah, maybe you should.
You already just said I don't talk to anybody.
All right, dummy, I'm done.
I know. I gotta put the TENS unit on my back.
Oh, Jesus.
Dang. Oh, you guys DM me your sore back remedies. Okay, good talk.
Good talk.
Tell Toad bye.
Bye, Toady Monk. Bye, Toady Monk. Toady, my friend.
He heard you. He heard you. He said bye too. He
Okay,
said
I'm done.
bye.
I'm done.
He said bye, Tenney.
I'm done.
Bye, Tenney.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Toad says bye.